the job went on strike. I put up with a lot of crap I don't like.
Okay, welcome. Shalom. This is the brother Lamadia. And this video is being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shah, by Hashem Rakar Kodash. Now, this video is going to be entitled, Not Today, Satan. Now, that's a statement that constantly crosses my mind when Satan is constantly on the offense, trying to pull us or draw us away from serving Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shah, and pull us away or steer us away from the right path. But as long as Satan is on the offense, we got to be on the defense, and we got to strike back or defend our righteousness and what was given to us by the Lord, which is this faith with the scriptures, rather than getting emotional. Because when constant misfortunes keep, happening, and things is not working out as you would like it, yes, it does get emotional. But, however, you got to shake that off, because what we have to understand, what we truly involved with, and the closer we draw to the end, the harder Satan gonna go, and the harder Satan offense is gonna be. Because Satan doesn't want us to serve the Lord, and he want to recruit us onto the left-hand side of wickedness. But we have to fight and remember what we involved with. It's not going to be something easy. When we read the book of Luke 21:19, and it reads, "And your patience possess ye your souls," because it's all about remaining patient and suffering. Because while everything is going on, it could drive you to be emotional, but you gotta, shake it off, keep fighting, and not get impulsive. Just reacting over everything, getting into fights because you're not in a good mood. Flipping out on brothers, or what they'll call misguided anger. You just in a bad attitude. That's not the person you want to be in this faith. Because if that's began going on, that means Satan already got a seat in your head. Now, it says in Ephesians 4:25, "Wherefore, putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members of one another. Be ye angry and sin not." Yeah, it's okay to be angry, but however, the scripture says, "And sin not." Mistreating your brother, that becomes a sin. Be getting carnal, that becomes a sin. Now, when you go through these things, what you have to do is pray and fast more, and call more unto the Most High to change your circumstance. Because that's the only thing we could do. That's the only thing we could do is cry unto the Most High and pray. So it says, be ye angry, and sin not. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. Because that's Satan. Because when you get emotional, you become impulsive. And when you become impulsive, you become carnal. And when you carnal, you get drawn away from spirituality. Because that's what emotion does. It clouds your judgment. And you lose discretion. And you lose that discernment. So you have to, in that state of mind, constantly be in the scriptures. Because if you're not, the scripture tell you what's going to happen. You're going to give a place to the devil. And Satan going to constantly put thoughts in your mind. And you're going to start reading into things that's not there. And start bugging the fuck out. Excuse my Swahili. Now, reading Proverbs 16:32, it reads, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty man. Because a person that is slow to anger, that's a person with understanding. That's a person with experience. Because after a while, when you go through things back to back, you develop a emotional immune system. You know, because a person that is of wisdom and understanding and of knowledge, they won't just jump to being angry. It takes a little more for things to get to them. So it says, he that is slow to anger is better than the mighty man. And he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh a city. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to be able to rule your spirit. Control yourself. That brings us now to Proverbs 25:28. He that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. So a person that can't rule their spirit or have self-control, the scripture refers them as a city broken down and without walls. Because in ancient time, they will build up walls to keep the foreign threat from entering the city. So it was set for a defense. And now that's being referenced toward our mind. You know, so a person that cannot control their emotions or they rule their spirit, they just open to anything that cross their mind. And when Satan jump in their mind, they act on it because there's no walls up. They just open for Satan to have a field day inside of their head. So now that leads us to Jeremiah 17:9. And it says the heart, which the heart is referencing toward the mind, of course. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? Because the flesh is always seeking to do wicked. That's why we got to always imply what the scriptures say. Because the moment we lean on the flesh and on the mind, it leads you towards wickedness. Okay, now I'm going to close with this. It's in Proverbs 16:25. There is a way that seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. So it's something that may seem right with you, but you have to filter it through the scripture and see if that's acceptable with the Lord, because you might be wrong. You know, so ain't about what we want or what we think or how we feel. This is a fight to, protect our faith, and a fight for righteousness. Because Satan wants to pull us away. That's why things happen. That's why Satan operate in the way he operate. He knows what get to us. He knows what bother us, will make us emotional. But, like I stated earlier, you have to shake it off. Because when you give in, you're giving in to Satan. And that's how Satan will enter your mind. So I'm going to close with this. Stay strong in the faith. And with that, I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Shalom.